Okay, wrestling fans, we're back here, and this is going to be an exciting match. A big tag team match. There's the music, and that can only mean one thing. The Coastal Connection is on their way to the ring. And look who's waiting for him in the ring. The Natural Blondes, Ken Tims and Pat Rose. And these fans are anxiously awaiting the arrival of the Coastal Connection. Absolutely the most popular tag team in the last 10 years here in Southeast Wrestling area.
You're absolutely right. These guys have set the woods on fire ever since they've been in the WOW area.
The fans love these two guys, David Baxter and Chuck Wilson. They love them. Listen to this crowd. They just love them. But let me tell you what, inside that ring waiting for them is two of the most nasty individuals I've ever encountered in my time in professional wrestling.
They are tough customers. Pat Rose says he's coming back in here a new man, and he is different. I guarantee you that. When with Tibbs as his partner, they're devastating. Again, you can't take it away from the Coastal Connection. Whenever they're down and out, or when you think they're down and out, they find it somewhere to get back and get up on their feet and get moving again. And I think it has a lot to do with the people in the crowd. The people here cheering for them and backing them up the way they do. They know they don't want to let the fans down, and they try that much harder.
And the fans are rallying behind the Coastal Connection. Baxter and Rose lock up. Rose grabs the headlock, throws into the ropes again, up and over. David Rose, beautiful. A drop kick, beautiful. Wilson comes in with a beautiful arm drag on Tim, and another one. And a drop kick. And Ken Tims rolls out. Let me tell you what.
It's like I was saying, you cannot forget the Coastal Connection. They're up and going all the time, getting a hold, flinging around the ring, drop kicks, hip tosses, arm drags. Don't count them out, no matter how tough their opponents are.
And last week, ladies and gentlemen, the Coastal Connection received national attention when they broke into the top 20 international tag teams. So the Coastal Connection is on fire. And what a match this is going to be. David Baxter and Ken Tims lock up. Ken Tims and Pat Rose, the Natural Blondes. I had to say that, fans. I'm not saying they're natural blondes, but they claim they are. You can be the judge. David Baxter up and over. Oh, beautiful flying press. 2 count. Pat Rose pulls Baxter's hair. Boy, Baxter has the fire tonight.
He definitely does.
These boys came prepared. And what a barn burner this is going to be.
Chris, all the tag teams, teams that are calling the office and wanting to come into the WOW area for the tag team elimination, these two teams are definitely in there, and they know they've got to stay in top condition and win matches in order to have the tag team championship belts that are coming up in the near future.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see these two great tag teams in action, you be at the Pascagoula National Guard Armory on Saturday night, October 17th at 8 p.m., Pascagoula, Mississippi. It's going to be a big night of wrestling and a huge crowd. Get your tickets early in Pascagoula. And Foley, Alabama, you great fans in Foley, we're back there on Monday night, October 19th at the Foley High School gym. And I know that's going to be a sellout, and these two great tag teams will be there in person.
Well, Foley, Alabama, we've got a lot of cards and letters from you all. You've been asked and when. We are coming. That's definite.
What a big slam by Chuck Wilson. Beautiful. And he takes Pat Rose over. Ken Tims is claiming he pulled hair, but the referee knows better than that. Boy, this crowd loves the Coastal Connection.
Chris, I'd like to make mention in Foley, Alabama, that we are going to be at the high school down there
on Monday, October 19th. That is exactly right. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on the program today, Don Fargo has been forced to wrestle Ricky Gibson. The match will take place for you TV fans today, right here on World Organization Wrestling. Also to come on the show, Exotic Catering Street, Mr. Olympia, the Giant Samoan Coquina, and a lot more.
I'm waiting for that match between Coquina and Olympia.
And Pat Rose hits his own partner. Pat Rose hits his own partner, and the crowd is going bananas. I'm not so sure. I think Rose And Tim's made a huge mistake in taking these Coastals too lightly, which is a mistake a lot of teams have made in the past.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tibbs and Rose last week, they showed good teamwork together. They were strong. They won their match. They're going against the Coastal Connection tonight, and I don't know. I think maybe the Coastal Connection may have their stuff together, too, since Pat Rose has been gone.
Ken Timms has David Baxter in the corner. Baxter reverses and throws Timms across. Going up for the big monkey flip. There it is. Oh, and Timms lands hard. Baxter all over Timms. Backs him into the turnbuckle again. Baxter charges. Another monkey flip. He's going for it. Oh, and Timms drops him right on his head, right on the back of the neck. Fans, you great wrestling fans in Pensacola, Florida, there's a new home for professional wrestling in Pensacola, Florida, and that home is the National Guard Armory on Gregory Street. And don't forget Sunday, October 18th, WXPM night, Super Country 102, Pensacola, Florida. What a lineup. 7 big matches. The 7-foot-tall giant Rex Rogers will be there. Killer Gaddafi, Exotic Adrian Street, Don Fargo, Ricky Gibson, you name them. All the top headliners will be in Pensacola for that big night of wrestling for WXBM.
You can definitely say that all the big guns are all going to be in Pensacola that night.
What exciting action in the ring. This match has been non-stop. These two teams know they need a win today. They need a win today to advance in that elimination.
A loss in this match right now definitely would put one team or the other down low on that rating for getting the tag team title shot.
David Baxter grabs the ropes there. Polite kick to the calf by Rose, flips David Baxter over. Tags out to Ken Timms. Oh, Rose is taunting Chuck Wilson over the corner. Why, Timms has a shot to the throat. Now the referee is occupied over in the corner. Fans, you can't see it on your screen, but the referee's trying to get Chuck Wilson out. And all the meanwhile, Pat Rose and Ken Timms are double teaming David Baxter while the referee is being held back by Chuck Wilson, who's trying to help his partner. Well, referee, turn around. Oh, Pat Rose and Ken Timms just annihilating David Baxter. Pat Rose just came over to me and said to tell you people, rest assured, they are the natural blondes, and they want your respect. How can Pat Rose be a natural blonde with all them black streaks? Give me a break.
You can say that. You said that, not me.
I said it because I feel that. I mean, they're the natural blondes. I got to call them that. That's their name, but...
I'll tell you what, Pat Rose went out and found Tibbs, and from the last time I saw Tibbs, he has gained a little bit of weight, but I'll tell you what, I think that's given him more power. He looks better than he's ever looked. He's in shape, he's in condition, and Pat Rose is a partner. This is a team to reckon with.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have just got word that Bob Holly is going to join me in the podium later in the show to talk to me. Bob Holly is going to talk to me, Gino.
I don't know. From what I've seen in the past, it's been Don Fargo doing all the talking for Bob Holly.
Well, I mean, it was like Fargo was going to the law to make sure that I don't talk to Holly. And now word's been said that Holly wants to talk to me here on television today. That ought to be interesting.
Well, I'm going to be close by because I don't, maybe that word came down a little wrong. Maybe Fargo's going to be with him. I don't know.
What can Holly have to say? Well, I guess fans will find out a little later in the show. I tell you, all the twists and turns on this program. Pat Rose is in. Oh, and a belt to the midsection while Timms holds him on. Their elbow that sends Baxter down to the mat. These fans are behind Coastal Connection, trying to get David to rally. You're seeing two of the greatest teams. Oh, and a power slam. What a fabulous power slam. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 count. There's not much television time remaining in this match, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much television time remaining in this match. So, we'll see if we have a decisive winner here. There's only 10 minutes time allotted for each match on television, and we are nearing the 10-minute mark.
Well, Chris,
Well,
we'll stay
yeah,
with us.
there it is. There it is. There's the bell. There's the 10-minute bell. And that means the match is a draw. But what a great match this has been. And what a showing the Coastal Connection did. Wait a minute. The Coastal Connection aren't stopping. Boy, Chuck Wilson's all over Ken Timms. Now he's over on Rose. David Baxter has Ken Timms reeling on the ropes. Wait a minute. Pat Rose goes out of the ring and decides to think it over. Double drop kick on Ken Timms. Did you see that fabulous drop kick? Double drop kick. Referee tells me the match has been declared a draw, a time limit draw. But what a great match right here on World Organization Wrestling. And the Coastal Connection's in the ring. What's this? They're going to the fans. They're going to the fans saying they want 5 more minutes, Gino.
They're asking for 5 more minutes. Now, whether they'll get accepted or not, I don't know.
Listen to this crowd. They're chanting 5 more minutes. They're chanting 5 more minutes. Well, I tell you what, listen to this crowd. It's 5 more minutes. Here's promoter Rip Tyler. Promoter Rip Tyler says, yes, they will go 5 more minutes. They have been given 5 more minutes of TV time. Now, I have never seen that in the history of television wrestling, period. That is, I've never seen that before. This is very, very, you know,
especially for Pat Rose to accept it, I don't know. With Timms as his partner, Pat Rose has been away from here for a while. He has been doing some traveling. He's got Timms beside him, so maybe he figures with Timms at his side, he can do whatever he puts his mind to doing and do it.
On television wrestling, this is really unheard of because television time is so critical and so expensive. But promoter and wrestling organization president Rip Tyler says, let him go 5 more minutes and see if they can finish it. Oh, David Baxter in the ring. Chuck Wilson just thrown out of the ring. Hit his leg on that. He hit his leg on that guardrail.
The rail definitely caught his leg. I don't know how bad off it is, but I see he's favoring it. He's getting back into the ring. He is limping a little bit.
But these Coastal Connections are game performers. And history in the making. History in the making. The promoter has said, give him 5 more minutes. The match originally went to a 10-minute draw, and they've been given 5 more minutes to see if we can get a winner here. Ken Timms has a front face lock on David Baxter. Baxter's fighting. He's trying real hard.
David Baxter's...
The fight in that kid makes him a giant, Gino.
You can't take it away from the Coastal Connection. You know whenever you see that they're down and out and you figure they're all done, they're going to come bouncing back.
Fans, if you want to see great wrestling action, I can't tell you enough. Get out to that live arena show, whether it be in Sneads, Florida on October 26th, Millry, Alabama on October 24th, Chipley, Alabama on October 22nd. We're going on tour. We're going to all the great cities throughout Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, all over. What a great, great town that Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Good, great wrestling fans down that area. We're coming back that way, too.
The greatest. And don't forget Mobile, Alabama. We're back in Expo Hall with the greatest night of wrestling ever. Mobile, Alabama, Tuesday night, October 27th.
David Baxter definitely got the upper hand on Pat Rose at this minute. Tagged out.
Oh, and the 5 minutes has elapsed. The extra 5 have elapsed.
Chris, they're still wanting to go at it. 15 minutes going on with a 5-minute extension on the 10, and they're still wanting to go at it.
I think these two teams would battle for hours if the promoters would let them, because they want a decisive winner. Neither one of these teams are happy with the draw, and I can't blame them. Oh, what a great match here. And Ken Timms decides he's had enough. He's going outside the ring. And referee Ray Hall says after the additional 5 minutes, it remains a draw. But what an exciting match right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this word.